Hey, what's up, guys? I just first of all wanted to say thank you so much. If you watched my video yesterday, that means a lot to me. It's been a long time since I've made a video. So when I saw how many views I got, my first video back in a long time, it just made me feel real good. And I appreciate all the comments and the love. So thank you. But today I wanted to talk about Dolmenwood. The Dolmenwood Kickstarter launches August 9th, and I'm super excited. You might know Dolmenwood. I've talked about it before because I've been a subscriber. I'm a patron of the Necrotic Gnome Dolmenwood Patreon, and so I have been for 2.5 years, I think. So I've seen this campaign setting fully develop over time, and it's been just amazing. So Gavin, obviously the creator of Old School Essentials, but you do not need Old School Essentials to play in Dolmenwood. It's just a campaign setting. Of course, it assumes you're going to be using like an old school rule set, but you could take all of the awesomeness of Dolmenwood and put it into any campaign setting. So I just want to take you over to the I'm talking too fast, to the Necrotic Gnome website and just kind of show you what's going to be involved in the Dolmenwood Kickstarter. And basically I'm going to try to talk you into supporting it because it is such an amazing setting. And I think that even if you don't play Old School Essentials, you could use any of this in any game and any system, whatever, and it would be a blast. My players loved playing it last year when I ran my Dolmenwood game. It is incredible. So let's jump over to the website. All right, so here we are on the Necrotic Gnome website. And the first thing you're going to see is the Dolmenwood Kickstarter launching August 9th. Dolmenwood is a fantasy adventure game set in a lavishly detailed world inspired by the fairy tales and eerie folklore of the British Isles. Like traditional fairy tales, Dolmenwood blends the dark and whimsical, the wondrous and weird. Let's see, they're launching the 3 Dolmenwood core rulebooks, which I expected, plus a range of adventures, minis, maps, and extras ready for years of adventure, which I am ecstatic about. So I have been a member of the Dolmenwood Patreon for about 2.5 years. So I've got to watch this game develop, the setting develop over the last 2.5 years, and it has been so awesome to see. Because how often do you get to see a product from start to finish, come together like this? It's really cool. So I back at the highest tier, which is called the Woodgrue tier. Woodgrue is one of the races or kindreds in Dolmenwood. And so at this point, I have pretty much a complete player's book, campaign setting guidebook, and monster book, because as he finished chunks of the books, he would release them, and the people that backed at the highest tier would get all of the pieces pretty much compiled into the finished book. So at this point, we've got the 3 books, and they're like 98% done. So this is pretty cool. There's the link to the Kickstarter, but we're going to click on more info. I love that Dolmenwood logo so much. So it's using streamlined rules. They're pretty much, from what I understand, they're pretty much the Old School Essential rule set. But as far as I know, you're not going to necessarily need the Old School Essential books. Everything you're going to need to know is in the 3 core books. But to be honest, the setting itself, I mean, you could use that with any edition or version of any game, really. So August 9th, 2023. I'm so excited. They do have a free PDF preview booklet that they've made available. I haven't really checked that out because obviously I have, the 3 core books already. The press release is basically just the announcement. And then they do have a press kit with sample art, logos, product renders, and the preview PDF. So that's really cool. That's obviously what I'm going to use, the logos and stuff for my thumbnail. So here's the mock images of the player's book, the campaign book, and the monster book. I love the cover artist. Very cool. Let's see. These mock images are awesome. That map is so great. So the cool thing about this map is it started as a black and white map, and then one of the patrons took the time to color it in, and Gavin asked him if he could end up using it for the finished product. And there it is. Super cool. So what I'm interested in, this is all awesome, but what I'm interested in is this, the extras that we're going to be getting. So we got 4 adventures set in Dolmenwood that are coming. The Fungus That Came to Blackswell, The Ruined Abbey of St. Cloud, Elmeda's Song, and Winter's Daughter. Winter's Daughter already exists. I don't know if it'll get like a re-release with like new trade dress and just kind of to make it more in line with all the other core products. If that's the case, yes, I will be buying it twice because I am a completionist like that, I guess. I'm excited about these 11 resin player character miniatures, including the unique new Dolmenwood kindreds and classes. That's going to be cool. The Dolmenwood GM screen featuring beautiful 4-panel art by the cover artist. A cloth and poster map of Dolmenwood, including a GM's map and a player-friendly map. The cloth map takes me back to the 2nd edition Dark Sun box set days. Because that Dark Sun box set, that cloth map was awesome. You can't beat that. I'm going to hang that on my wall. This is kind of cool too. An 8-track Dolmenwood soundtrack album by the artist Tales Under the Oak, available as a 12-inch LP and digital download. And then, of course, a full set of Dolmenwood fungal dice. Not sure what those are going to look like yet, but I'm interested in seeing. You can never have too many dice. Look at those minis. I absolutely love how a lot of them are just like art from the books, like the Friar. That's taken like directly from the Dolmenwood book, the player's book. Man, those are going to look so cool. Can't wait to paint them up. Actually, they look awesome the way they are. I honestly might just leave them like this. Maybe I'll get 2 sets, one to paint and then one to just kind of leave pristine. I love how the DM screen is 4-panel and it's a tall screen, kind of like the 1st edition AD&D screen. That's beautiful. And then here's some more images of the books and the table of contents. And then here's the core books, again, the cover art. So the Player's Handbook will be 192 pages. It'll have the 6 races or kindreds, 9 classes, 300 names, 160 backgrounds, 300 trinkets, 576 quirky characteristics, 168 spells and magical effects, 65 items of adventuring gear, 6 types of armor, 20 weapons, 8 types of dogs, 6 types of mounts, 8 vehicles, 40 tavern dishes, 30 beverages, 20 pipe leaves, 20 medicinal herbs and fungi, and 36 moon signs. Let me tell you, the amount of content in these books are incredible. Last year I ran a Dolmenwood campaign for my group, and they had an absolute blast with how much they were able to be immersed into this setting. And that was back before we even got all of the information. So I was just kind of using what I had from the Patreon to run a Dolmenwood game. And I mean, don't get me wrong, it was more than enough for what I needed. But yeah, the finished product, seeing it in its entirety is just epic. There's the campaign book, which will be a whopping 464 pages. It'll feature all 7 factions in Dolmenwood, which are awesome, especially for the political intrigue of how those factions interact. And I don't want to spoil too much, but man, it's so cool. The setting is really awesome. 12 major settlements. Of course, there's more than obviously 12 locations in the setting, but the 12 major settlements get fully fleshed out with town maps and everything. 200 hexes. So each hex is 6 miles in Dolmenwood. So there is so much adventuring to be had here, and every single hex is fleshed out. There's something to do and discover and find and explore and adventure in every single hex. I cannot overstate how epic this campaign setting is. Over 200 magic items, over 280 NPCs, 260 rumors for adventure hooks. There's just literally an endless amount of things that your players can get themselves into. This is the monster book. So this will be 128 pages featuring 134 monsters, 580 encounter seeds, which are so useful. I love the encounter seeds. 348 monster rumors, 28 NPC stat blocks. So yeah, this project is going to be amazing. And we're just going to click on the Kickstarter here. And it is coming soon. Of course, I have it saved, as do 3,296 other people. So yeah, I'm just trying to help get the word out, because even if you don't want to play OSE, please consider this campaign setting for whatever version of the game you play. The campaign setting is absolutely amazing. Gavin, the creator of Old School Essentials, is an absolutely amazing person. He's always so quick to respond on Patreon and in the Necrotic Gnome Discord. He makes himself so accessible for as busy as he is and as successful as he's become. He has not lost sight of the fact that he is just a fan of tabletop games and loves to be part of this community. So I always want to do whatever I can to support people like that. So August 9th, please consider backing Dolmenwood, even if it's just getting the PDFs. The campaign setting is incredible. I know I keep really pounding that in, but it's so true. This campaign setting is so quirky and dark. It's like a Grimm's fairy tale. There's so many cool places to visit in Dolmenwood, and so many cool adventures that you can have, and and the NPCs are just incredible. Like my players absolutely loved it. I love DMing it. So anyways, there's my sales pitch. I promise I am not sponsored at all by Necrotic Gnome or Exalted Funeral. But yeah, I just wanted to show my love for Dolmenwood. So yeah, go back this. I will see you all next week. I'm going to start making some videos explaining more in depth why I like 4E. I'm also going to go into some reasons that I dislike 4E. So I'm going to be fair and level-headed with my reviews of 4E, I promise. So, all right, I will see you all next week. Go back Dolmenwood. Bye, guys.